there are many others, guys, you know, just things showing the life and the rhythm and the energy that is to be found here in Jamaica. So this is the art walk, no joke, because this is downtown and I'm using the phone. Everybody pass, as far as I'm concerned, is a suspect. And it's funny because earlier we had a situation in which I saw this one man moving towards, I was stopping to take a picture, and I almost attacked the man for no reason. But this is what paranoia does, okay? So they're saying that downtown Kingston is Love City. So this is really and truly what it is. The destination, Water Lane, downtown Kingston. Alright, so I'm standing now on what is the Victoria Pier. And this is still in downtown Kingston. Persons refer to it as the waterfront. And of course, you know, we noticed that they have a couple ships in the water. I'm not so sure what's going on. I always wonder if them things move when we see them, right? Because look at this, as far as I'm concerned, it's stationary. It's not doing anything. But it's possible that it's moving. It's just not moving at a speed that would make me recognize that it is. But in the distance there, you can see that there is a little Coast Guard boat that's moving around, and you will also notice that there is an aeroplane. So from this part of the Kingston Harbor, I am able to see the Norman Manley International Airport, tarmac, the runway, right? So the plane they're out for takeoff, and of course, you look over here, see another boat coming in. I'm not so sure where it's going, what it is about. Don't know if that has anything to do with the Loose Cannon tour, but it's doing its thing. Wow, very windy, very sunny, very hot day down here on the Kingston waterfront. Wow. In the background you hear a little girl saying Seaboard Day. Her father carried her out for a Saturday evening, kind of, not evening because it's not even evening now, but well, no, afternoon, a little vibe. They're eating some food and stuff, and I guess him just want her to see the Victoria Pier. As a child, my father used to carry me here as well. In this distance, notice, woo, one fisherman are doing thing. Yeah, people do fish here. Sometimes people actually dive off of the side of the place here and chuck off in the water and carry on with one bag of something, pure excitement, you know. But it's probably too early because I'm not seeing any of those divers do their thing right now. I was hoping to catch them, but you know, people are fishing. Here we have this nice little yacht making its way out. Don't know where they're going, probably making their way to Lime Cay. But I'm gonna see if I can find any of these divers just to show you what that is like. Alright guys, so this is the Victoria Pier, Kingston Harbor. People call it the waterfront. Alright, so I'm gonna make my way to see if I could find some divers. Here we have some persons. I hope this is not gonna be ending in a tragedy, because it would appear that there are some persons out here who are non-swimmers. But this is the harbor and it is extremely deep. So really and truly, if you cannot swim, this is not the place for you. You shouldn't try to chuck off, you shouldn't try to dive, you shouldn't try to do any of those things. But this is a common occurrence. People come here every day and do their thing, get out there. I don't know what you call that thing, the thing in the water, but it serves a purpose, right? So people get there and of course they climb up to the top and they do all their swimming and their fish catching and everything you can think about. So yeah, that's what's going on. You know, young people, them don't know trouble and them don't know danger. Look at what's going on. Just want you to see how it gonna happen. Okay, so he's climbing up. Alright then. Okay then. Alright. I don't know if I teach him, I'm gonna try to teach a little one where I hang on there so hope we get it done, but I sure as hell would not be doing that. So let's see what's gonna happen, if there's anybody else who's gonna make their way up. Yes, that's what it would seem like. So they're training this little one. Yes, youth, bring up yourself. There we have it. Let's see if he's gonna do it. Upper body strength. Will he make it? Yes. Alright. And I guess the others will follow suit. Life in a Jamaica. Young people. Alright. This one is strong man. Watch him. Like a little monkey. Up there. Okay, and more to go. We're not waiting to see the rest, but let's just hope that there'll be no mishap. So on this section 2 is where we have the whole eatery, Island Coffees Cafe, Pizza Please, Devanos Ice Cream, Ribbies, it's all there, Glorious, Ocean something, either 11 or 12, one of them. But this is the eatery down here on the waterfront, and it's a nice vibe. I don't hear the music yet, but later on I'm sure that will come. Alright guys, so you know, lovers, they come and hang out here as well. People with their children, they do all their things, right? He's tired. I hope him parents know same out there though. That is it, you know, them young people here. Just really and truly hoping parents know. Alright, so Lovers Corner. People just come out here to chill. It's a whole mood, it's a whole vibe. This is the Kingston Harbor. So this is how the children in Kingston City apparently learns to swim. It's not up by the National Stadium. Perhaps it's not by YMCA, but instead it's right here, right at the Kingston Harbor. I mean, as young as they are, they're literally jumping off the side of this curb right there, right into the harbor. Look at that little one go. Let me see if this one is gonna jump. Show us what you got. Well, never just really jump, just walk off. It's a whole vibe and a whole mood right here on the waterfront. Amazing. Not my child though. Not my child. You know that I went downtown to present last week's content. So even though I'm vlogging this on the same day, I'm posting it the following week, right? So my mother and I went downtown so that I could visit the art walk on Water Lane, just to basically get a feel of it. I've always heard of it, I've never seen it, and so I wanted to experience it for myself. So anyway, you know, I parked by the UDC parking lot and then start to strut through downtown as if I run the town, you know, just trying to get to Water Lane. So going into this whole trip, you know, I was a little bit apprehensive because of course it's downtown, and downtown not take nothing for just jump off. So I had to plan out carefully how I was gonna do this, you know, how was I gonna take my money, what was I gonna do, because I would have had a handbag, but at the same time nothing would be in the bag. At best it would be just to transport like the phone or the tripod or something like that, because I couldn't conceal the phone on my person, but I could keep my ID on it and my car keys, right? So I devised a way now to go through this whole thing of visiting Water Lane downtown. Anyway, got there, pull up to the parking lot, broke on one way first of all, because you know downtown you don't really have a lot of signs that say one way here, one way there, you know, just on the major roads, right? So broke a one way, come around to the UDC parking lot, was able to park there, felt as though my car would have been safe and everything, and then decided to walk. So we got to the top of King Street. That's when I spot the first artwork. So I said, okay, this must be Water Lane running horizontally, right? So went over there, saw a man. I said, this is Water Lane, right? How far down does it go? Because I remember before the paintings were there, if you hit Water Lane from Duke Street, you probably would not have entered it just by virtue of how it looked. So I'd asked him how far down it went, and he said, oh, it's just this block down here. So literally it is the block between King Street and Duke Street. So we started to venture. So we're walking down, and I just decided, let me just do the initial strut before I started videoing, right? So went to the bottom of Water Lane, and you know me, I always want to take a picture. And if I used to be a photo tete, you know, but one time my best friend pointed out to me that, you know what I noticed? All the time in your phone you have a picture of everybody, you capture every moment, but there's never ever a picture of you. And it's like in that moment I had an epiphany, and then I just started taking pictures. Anyway, got there. So I said to my mom, okay, I'm gonna go across here, take a picture of me. She consented to that. Right when she set up the phone now for go take a picture, lo and behold, me see one man bust the corner from Duke Street and come around. And I want to know, say, yours truly, fly across the road, back up the man against the wall and say, what do you think you're going to do? The man said, huh? And I'm looking at the man like, yeah, you heard me. You're deaf? You know? So the man back up now, you know, like he must say, where that woman here? What wrong with her? So, you know, back up and go left, I'm back up and go left too. Because anything right now. It's so sad how easy it is for us to just stereotype people. But they downtown, you Mr. Sir, I am seeing you. You have your head kind of look a particular way in terms of how it's combed, the way he has his clothes, and then just a bag sling across him, and him kind of have like a little mark in his face. Nothing too grand for me to say, well, you look like a super thief. You know, first time in the 90s when thief walk a town with him, that look like, he never really fit that profile, you know. But he still, I don't know, there was nothing wrong with the man, to be honest with you. But I was just perhaps paranoid. And because of all the preparation going into this little trip, I just figured, say, yo, one boy is goodly a criminal. So I back him up over there. Then my poor mother, know her heart nearly jump out her mouth, you know, because she saw the man. I didn't know that she had seen the man, which is why me attack the man first in case he not gonna try to rush her because she had the phone in her hand. You understand me? So I'm ready for fight. But we war it out. By the time she see me throw the first blow, she would have catch her and I know that she would just jump on and help fight too. No questions asked, just fight too, right? But the reality of the situation is that the man was going about his merry business. So I almost give my mother a heart attack because after that her chest just started to go like she say. Then here I don't know, me afraid, come on, me afraid. She ready for left because it was just so much craziness, right? So I went further down the street, got onto almost where the waterfront is, right by the digital building. I'm at the side of UDC right there, and just sit down and I say, you know what, let me just make the content for the next video because I'm right here. Alright, so I see one next hombre. Man, I walk about him business, you know. Go up the road, him go down the road, him go up the road, go down the road. I never know see my mother pre the man. I see the man, but I meds the man based on where we're parked. And also because the windows are up, you know, the doors are closed, and I just do my thing. I'm still alert, you know. And it's so sad. I just hear my mother say, my brother looks suspicious. I don't ask no question, I don't say nothing. The fact that she say, look suspicious, but just go so vum, put the car in a drive, and I'm off. And take my time and drive come on my yard because, trust me, when you're paranoid, it's a hell of a thing. But one of the things I wonder is if persons who are not from downtown, if they have a particular look, if they have a specific look, if there's a way in which you can identify them. Because I am wondering if when they saw us there, then probably I think, you know, from a look on them two lady, we see them not come from Boya. Is it that we were walking too fast, we're too boomy, with facial expression, even though we have our mask? Was it saying something? I don't know, did we just look different? You know, like when you see tourists, like if you see a Jamaican who lives overseas, and I always say this to one of my very dear friends, he's always visiting Jamaica, and I said to him, let me tell you something. The moment you step out there, them know say you're not coming from here. Even when them hear you talk, I hear Jamaican accent, just by looking at you, they know that you're not from here. I'm wondering if it's the same thing, or you don't live here. I'm wondering if it's the same thing when people who are not from downtown are people who don't live there when them go there. But I'm not telling a lie. It was a whole mood, it was a whole energy, it was a whole vibe, it was a whole buzz. And just for no say, you know, I called up my mother and I said, look here, man, can we go somewhere now? What kind of bored? I'm just in the house, so come on, man, make we go somewhere. And we did. And then that was our adventure. Like, trust me, vibing with Via is a whole mood, guys. Vibing with Via is a whole mood. So, you know, that's one of the stories. And I was so happy that I get to experience that with my mother, that fear. Because we always hear of stories with downtown and how people behave and, you know, all in manner crazy. Because there's another story too that is oftentimes told of my aunt back in the days. I think this was in the early 80s, right? She and my mom went to Coronation Market, was it? Or one market with up at Haywood Street. One of them market them the day was Christmas time. And the first time, you know, every week them go to market before day, you know, that little something there. And they were walking down there. And apparently, somebody got bust one clappers. My mother said when she looked, she see my auntie, you know, take off, left her, almost a drop on the ground and roll, chip up her belly and everything because a gunshot downtown with their ear, Popeye. Almost gunshot, when the reality is the people them just I bust them clappers. My mother said she have to call her back. Call her, say come back, a clappers, right? So you hear all of them story about downtown. So every time I have to go downtown and literally stop to go do whether it's business or somebody can look at me and tell me say meet me downtown. Me not meeting you. I say wait for you downtown because downtown just have one energy. It's a whole buzz and a whole mood, you know. Because I do go to the market down there early morning until I go to the market. I'm very alert. I'm comfortable with going to the market, right? I know the in and out quick o'clock in the market. But what I mean is when you have to go downtown and you're walking up certain lane, like place like Luke Lane, me I walk downtown already, you know. And I go across Luke Lane and them used to say there was a juice factory that was there. And I remember, not a juice factory, well, a wholesaler or something that really sold juices. And, did I say sold? Sold juices. Sell juice. And I'm turning up this lane to go in there because there was an event that I need to get some stuff for. And it's like midway when I reach in there, just beer high grade that reach me. And everybody, yeah, it just looks so. And everybody just look fast. And like something in my spirit say, no girl, turn back. I'm just turn back. I say, yo, the juice I'm have to buy somewhere else. Not going. There's just this fear about downtown because any minute now, something can pop off. Something can jump off. Something at the downtown on purpose. Like how I see people are walk and say, oh, I go down a parade. And when I go down a this street and that the street. And I'm like, really? Not me. You're not gonna find me down there so easy. I could drive through, and if I'm driving through downtown, there are just certain roads that I drive on. You have some little something where it looks so. I saw it narrow. Some lane and some things. Not me. Now find me down there. But I'm not like the trap life. I'm not like the anything can jump off life. I'm not a fan of that. It's kind of really and truly kind of crazy. But I kid you not. Today was indeed an experience. I probably cried 6 times already between leaving downtown and coming home. I stopped by my uncle and my auntie because I figured they needed to hear this story firsthand. And of course my mother needed to relate to them. And it was epic because according to my uncle, they take me hostility and gone downtown because of me bring hostility go down there. Because the people them down there go about their business and me gone down there gone back up, man. But listen to me, man. After the fact, it was when it registered. But in that moment, poor guy, I attack him. If him is really a thief, if him the plan for attack nobody for the rest of the day, he mind change. Because him don't know people like me out there. Yeah, mommy, I got attack you first and then ask questions after. But yeah. That's it. Just a little vibe, you know, a little experience that I now have to build to my very, 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 very adventurous life. Yeah, guys, so you know, go ahead, like this video, share, comment, subscribe, and of course, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.